Hi guys, let's explore the mindset of the business innovator. Okay, in order to understand how a business innovator thinks, we need to explore two mindsets. First of all, we are going to check what is the mindset of a scientist. And second, we are going to explore the mindset of the artist. Okay, let's get started with the mindset of a scientist. The scientist starts by looking at what is going on in nature and particularly try to define the rules behind a specific event that happens in nature. So, for example, Galileo Galilei was able to explain that the sun and not the Earth was at the center of the solar system because he collected enough evidence to support his idea. But when Galileo was able to demonstrate that, there was no impact on the solar system. What I mean here is that the role of a scientist is to explain something that already exists. There is no newity in the idea of a scientist. Let's take a look now at the mindset of an artist. Differently from a scientist, which starts by exploring the environment surrounding him or her, the artist's starting point is within themselves. They try to use their intuition in order to create something that doesn't exist already. To create something that is, in a way, is anticipated and unpredictable. So, for example, let's consider the artistic movement of Cubism. Cubism doesn't really provide a better way to paint or to sculpture, but really represent a deep revolution on how artists really conceived their artistic expression. Cubism was actually influenced by different fields like music, literature and architecture, but represent a deep revolution on how artists were working. Now that we have explored the mindset of the scientist, that is really about finding an explanation to something that is going on in the environment, and the mindset of an artist that is really looking at a problem from a different lens, well, now we are ready to explore the mindset of the business innovator. The starting point for the business innovator is really focusing on its customer and try to define a set of needs that have not been served yet. In doing so, the business innovator behaves pretty much like a scientist, because he's tried to look hard for something that has not been explained yet. After having done that, after behaving like a scientist and identified a set of needs that are not already met, the business innovator turns into an artist. He starts to use his or her intuition in order to create a product or service that's completely different from the current solution to the customer problem. Ultimately, the result of the work of the business innovator is really opening up new opportunities for value creation. But obviously the question is still there. Is business innovation more a science or an art? Well, the answer to that question is that in order to embrace the mindset of the business innovator, you need to be a little bit like a scientist when you try to collect evidence for the existence of unmet customer needs. But then you need to turn into an artist and trust your intuition in creating a completely new product or service that is not just something better of the existing product or service, but is something that changes the game in your industry. Stay tuned.